Top of the afternoon, y'all. So today is July 3rd. Tomorrow's 4th of July. I'm not going to get into 4th of July. That's going to be another story. But yesterday on the news, they was talking about a shooting that happened in my neighborhood. 1 block from the building I'm born and raised in. You know, there's a precinct right there. So, 2 dudes hop out a minivan. They dump on a dude. And the dude that they dumped on was on a scooter. Right? They hit him in the head, allegedly. This is all what the news is saying. This is not what I am saying. This is what the news is saying. So, they dumped all in this, they hit the dude in the head once, right? So, I just seen footage of one of the kids. I just seen news footage of one of the kids that did the shooting. So he had an automatic gun with an extender. He had an extender on his gun. But the way he was shooting, like he's looking back, he's looking this way, but he's dumping like back that way. No structure. No shooting range skills. No type of military combat skills. Unorganized chaos. Unorganized chaos, right? Now, I got a little man from my hood, from Cortland. He up north doing 20. Free Gumpy. He got into an altercation with somebody in the past. And long story short, a shootout occurred. And between him and another individual. And a bullet flew down the block and hit an innocent lady. And the lady died. It hit an elderly lady, a stray bullet. Like the bullet flew like a block. It flew a long way and hit the lady. Pew! And she died like on some Final Destination shit. He copped out the 20-foot. I just brung that up because these dudes shooting by the precinct, right? Fam let off like 6. But he only hit the dude 1 time in the head on a scooter, right? Them other bullets could have flew down the block and hit an innocent kid or a lady, because the school is right there also, right across the street from the precinct. There's a schoolyard in the school, PS29. So he could have killed the innocent kid. This is a kid shooting a gun, but he could have killed a younger innocent kid, because this kid is probably like 19, a middle-aged teenager or early 20s. We don't know, but these niggas be 15 and they be 7 feet tall, 800 pounds now. These niggas be mutants. But anyway, fam let it off. They caught him. These young dudes want the story and they want the glory. And I'm going to tell you what's the glory to them. Yo, fam is a beast. Yo, he let it off in front of the precinct. Word, he hit a nigga in the head. Oh, shit, he was dumping right in front of the precinct. He don't care. It ain't safe outside. Right? And then he want the story. The story is, they watch dudes like Alpo and all them that did 28 years, and dudes come home after doing 28 and still able to get bikes, cars, and still tell a story and be glorified and, and looked up to by some, because I never looked up to I didn't look up to fam. But yeah, dudes want the glory in the story. And dudes want to be some type of legends. They want fame. But the sad part is this. My grandmother used to tell me when I was in the streets in the early 90s running wild, boy, if you don't listen to me, you're going to listen to the white man. She used to tell me just like that. Boy, you don't listen to me, you're going to listen to that white man. And she ain't lie, because I went to jail and I did 13 joints. I did time, right? But I say this: these little dudes is not education driven, right? They not studious. They lack academic skills, right? When I grew up, even though dudes was wilding, a lot of dudes was 5%er, Muslim, Moorish Science Temple, Nation of Islam, Israelite. Dudes was something, or you was influenced by that something that other dudes was, right? So I always grew up reading books and stuff like that. So when I went to jail, what kind of saved me and kept me sane was that I love reading books. I never was a dummy. I just was a knucklehead. I wanted fame. I liked it wilding out because it was a rush of doing something and getting away with it. And I wanted the money, or whatever. I had larceny in my heart, right? These little dudes, when they go to jail, they ain't gonna want to read volumes. And what I mean by volumes, I mean like 1 to 70. They not ready to read volumes of encyclopedias and shit like that. One encyclopedia might be 500 pages. Volume 1 is 500 pages. Volume 2 is 500 pages. Volume 3 is 500 pages, right? So to read 70 volumes of an encyclopedia, bro, you can get it done in 6 months. Going close to like 8, 9 months. But you got to be able to knock out a 500-page book in a week. So it's 52 weeks in a year. Yeah, it's 52 weeks in a year. Yeah, you can knock out a book a week. You can knock out 52 books a year. But now the thing about when you knocking a book out, if you like me, I like to cross-reference. I like to get my dictionary and my thesaurus and look up certain words, so I can get a full comprehension of what's going on. These young kids ain't studious like that. They gonna read. Shout out to Shannon Holmes, my Muslim brother. They gonna read Be More Careful, True to the Game, Donald Gones. They gonna read all these gangster books and pimp books, Iceberg Slim, and it's gonna influence them to want to do more crime and live evil, right? These dudes ain't gonna read heavy content books. So not only that, being that they're not gonna do that, they're gonna read these urban novels. They're gonna fuck with these porn books, Buttman and shit like that, and it's gonna turn you out because the Buttman books show you images of women jamming bats and they wreck them, putting the whole bats in their vagina, and they drinking cups of semen and all type of satanic, demonic shit. Them Buttman magazines is noodles. That's why dudes that come home from jail, a lot of them be super freaky and all type of the satanic shit, and then they be having trannies and all that shit in there. But black tails and BVIs, black video illustrators, right? These dudes gonna go up north. They gonna masturbate all the time. They gonna read these urban novels. They gonna spin the yard and tell war stories, right? Some gonna lie about their pictures and their war stories, or tell other niggas stories, right? They gonna chase the bag, and what I mean by chase the bag, they gonna look for weed or if they fuck with dope or any, they gonna look for the drug that can sedate their mind and medicate them so they can cope with all that time, right? So they gonna be spinning the yard, gossiping, chasing the bag, getting into different gang beefs, beating their meat, masturbating, and reading urban novels or watching TV all day, sports and frivolous shit, right? So the time gonna be doing them, tearing them up. They gonna be in and out the box. They ain't gonna be working out. It ain't gonna be no structure. Then they gonna run into old timers that been down, niggas that can box and got knife games and shank games that can handle themselves. And they gonna run into those type of niggas and them old timers or dudes that been in 10 years and better. They gonna be beating them up or putting them in a place, so they gonna have to fall under line. It's gonna be different stuff depending where they land. They land in the maximum. A dude might want to put his hot dog in their buns and crack his spinal cord open. You know what I'm saying? So, but it just was disturbing. It was broad daylight, and he was shooting 20 feet away from the precinct. So, the fear of NYPD is gone. But then if police super activate and they start choking niggas out again and giving dudes Eric Gardner treatment and clapping dudes and choking niggas, then now everybody gonna want to say Black Lives Matter or these lives matter, or police is being too aggressive. So it's like you damned if you do, you damned if you don't. I can't really restore order how y'all want me to. And then if I do restore order and get super cop on some Judge Dredd shit, Y'all gonna demonize me and say I'm racist or something. So police don't know what to do too. They're in a rock and a hard place. The city is in turmoil. Then you got guys, saying, yeah, boycott coward culture, and people got their little slogans and say we need to stop the gang niggas and all that. I'm not getting in them young niggas' way. Not out of fear either. I gotta focus on establishing my life and doing what's best for me and my children. Right? Them niggas wanna clip each other. Let all them niggas clip each other. The more niggas out my way, the better for me, right? So people might be like, damn, that's foul, Sheik. You supposed to be Muslim. You supposed to teach the youth. You can't teach people who don't want to be taught, right? And then a lot of these dudes is influenced by the glitter. So one of the ways if you want to get people to listen to you is glitter. And what I mean by glitter is this. The reason why Bloods grew rapid in New York City is they were seeing certain Bloods. I'm talking on the street. I ain't talking in jail. They were seeing certain Bloods hop out of cars. Dudes got big chunky jewelry, designer shit on, everything. When dudes see you doing that, they'll want to listen. When they see you got nice cars, big change, you get into the bag, dudes want to do that because they worship money. But if you're just trying to preach positive to these people, it ain't going to reach a lot of them. You might reach one youth out of 50. Trust me, I did it for years. All the little wild niggas on Cortland, I used to talk to them all the time. I see them smoking weed or whatever, and they on the box or sitting around. I'll come to them, come on, little brothers, let's hit the scaffold real quick. Do 10 sets of pull-ups and push-ups with me. I used to try to motivate all of them. All of them, I tell you, the OGZ niggas, the BGS niggas, all them niggas. I used to, when all them niggas was growing up and I first came home, I used to try to get all of them on workout time. Yo, if y'all going gangbang, y'all got to train. There's a war going on, little brother. Them niggas used to look at me like I was the bugged out old timer that came home from jail and was talking some war shit. They didn't understand nothing I was saying. They was lost. And I'm like, yeah, little brothers, y'all got to train. There's a war going on. Y'all got to stay sharp. Y'all got to do this. And I knew they took it as a joke because when I would walk off sometime, I would hear them laughing or trying to, yo, that nigga's crazy. Now, look, you see where that door at all the way down there? My ears are so awkward. My senses are so heightened and clear. I can be far. Look at the other door all the way down there. I can hear somebody talking all the way down there from right here. Even in the street outside while it's noisy and stuff, yeah, I'm super in tune. Like, I know how to tap into my senses. But the point is this. The parents, y'all scared of y'all kids. These niggas is not listening to y'all. Y'all can't really control them. Y'all not gonna kick them out because they're part of your lease, and that's how y'all got the 2 and 3 bedroom. So y'all don't want to evict these, kick these niggas out. Y'all don't want to send these niggas to job corps because they not gonna listen to y'all. They not gonna go and different stuff. The only solution is you gotta let nature take its course. You gotta let destruction happen, right? Black people function better under pressure, right? So it got to get a lot worse before people want to get a lot better. I'm telling you, black people got to go through, they got to reach the bottom. They got to get so demonic to where it's just massive. It got to be like the crack era. Because people say, oh, times is getting real, real wild now. This shit is really not that wild. In all totality, y'all just able to see different things on footage now because we in the age of cameras. This shit is romper room compared to the crack era. Because one thing about the crack era, they was kidnapping kids every day. It's the same age as these niggas that's fake shooting now. They was kidnapping kids. Niggas was on the back of the milk carton every day. Sometimes it'd be 8 and 9 and 15 and 30 different kids on different milk containers. We used to look at milk cartons. I knew niggas that was on the milk cartons. Not only that, during the crack era, women would sell their kids. A woman would sell her son or a little daughter for some crack. And all type of shit. So this shit ain't nothing compared to the 80s. Reaganomics. 42nd Street full of pimps and prostitutes and all type of drug wars. Niggas getting murdered over keys. Niggas like Preacher kidnapping little boys like Darnell Porter and cutting their fingers off and mailing them to different shit. This shit is really a joke. The niggas think they tough this day. This shit is all romper room. This shit don't got nothing on the 80s. But people, stay tuned and try to tap into the kids and reach them if you can. Me, I'm just on the outside watching the game. I'm Oxygen, Uno.